Hi there, Nate here. There are a lot of things you should know before you begin a home search in the Boston area. When I start working with new clients, I generally sit down with them for an hour and a half, 2-hour conversation about what they can expect. However, nobody would watch that video. So for now, here are the top 5 things you should know before you begin a home search in the Boston area. Number 1, looking for a home and making offers in the Boston area isn't going to be like everywhere else. When most people start looking for a home, they have some idea in their head of what it's going to be like. A lot of times people have purchased in other parts of the state or the country before, and even in the case of first-time home buyers, a lot of them have heard stories from family or friends, or maybe they're just really into HGTV and watch a lot of House Hunters type shows. What you need to understand from the get-go is that what works in other real estate markets doesn't necessarily work in the Boston area market. Right now in the Boston area, we're in a seller's market, and it's strategies for navigating a seller's market that you really need to succeed in the Boston area. So either do a lot of homework and a lot of understanding on your own what those strategies are, or find a real estate agent you trust and trust them. Number 2, you need to be ready to compete. At least right now, there are so many people who want to buy in the Boston area and so many eyes on the market that if something looks good to you and something looks worthy of an offer, then unfortunately, chances are it looks good and worthy of an offer to a lot of other people too. When it comes time to make an offer, you need to be strategic. It's not about asking what's a fair price for this property. It's about asking what set of price and terms is going to actually get me the property, is going to be strong enough to compel the seller to go with my offer as opposed to all the others. At the same time, you want to make a good financial decision, you don't want to pay too much, and you want to put some things in the offer to protect you. A good real estate agent can help you strike the balance between those two things, but you need to be ready to compete against other offers. Number 3, you need to rethink what asking price means. If you're tuned into the real estate market here in Boston, even just a little bit, or you know people who have been looking over the past couple of years, then you very likely heard them say things like, well, everything goes over asking, or talking about a specific property, oh, someone paid way over asking for that. A lot of times the implication is that somebody is paying more than the property is worth, or that there's, something negative going on. What you need to understand is that it's not that people are paying more than these properties are worth. It's that sellers and their agents are purposely pricing them for a lot less than they are worth. Now, I'll probably take up that strategy and, my feelings on that in a future video. But for the time being, just take me at my word. Sellers and their agents know what they're doing. They are purposely pricing low. The result is that if you're looking for a home in a competitive area, you probably can't look at the asking price and think, oh great, I can get the home for that price. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, and your real estate agent can help you figure out what situation you're in, but you probably shouldn't bank on it. Number 4, finding and putting a home under agreement may not happen fast. Sometimes I have clients who expect to find a home and put it under agreement in just a couple weeks. Now, that's definitely possible, especially if they're looking for something that's, very common in the area and they're ready to really hit the ground running and make strong offers, but it's usually going to take longer. We have such a shortage of properties on the market here in the Boston area, and that's really been the case for the past couple of years. Combine that with the fact that things move very, very quickly, go under agreement quickly, and at any given time, even if you're looking for something pretty common, there may be only 1 or 2 properties on the market for you to look at. You're probably going to find yourself waiting and watching listings, waiting for something to come on that fits your criteria. At the same time, because buyers so often are finding themselves competing against other offers, it's not necessarily enough for one perfect home to come on the market. Oftentimes, unless they're willing to make really, really strong offers from the get-go, it can take a couple offers before one of them sticks. The only way to cut down on the amount of time it's going to take you to find and put a property under agreement is by understanding the market and making strong offers from the get-go. Watching this video is a good start. If any of this is discouraging, and I really hope it's not, then here's the 5th thing you need to know before looking for a home in the Boston area. The payoff once you purchase something is awesome. The flip side to being in multiple offer situations and competing against tons of buyers for properties is that once you've purchased one, you now have something that so many people want. At the same time, you get to watch prices go up, and instead of thinking, great, now I can't afford that area, now I can't afford that area, you're watching them go up and you're knowing that your investment is gaining value. It's a really awesome spot to be in. As always, I hope this has been helpful. Please comment and share, and if there's anything I can help you with, just reach out.